The Developmental Assessment of Young Children, 2nd edition, is an individually administered, norm-referenced measure of early childhood development for children from birth to age 5 years and 11 months. There are 3 methods of administration for this assessment. It includes observation of the child, interview of the parent or teacher, and direct assessment. There are 5 domains in this assessment. They are cognitive, communication, social emotional, physical development, and adaptive behavior. In this video, you will see an example of all 5 domains being assessed through each of the different assessment types.
First thing we need to do is find out the child's chronological age. We do this by taking today's date, the date of the assessment, starting with the year, month, date, and the child's year of birth, month, and date. We subtract these numbers to get the child 3 years, 3 months, and 2 days. This means the child is 39 months old.
The first domain we will be testing is the social emotional domain. This domain measures social awareness, social relationships, and social competence. These skills enable children to engage in meaningful social interactions with parents, caregivers, peers, and others in their environment. Hello, Allison. I'm the administrator for today. We are going to start with the social emotional domain for your child, Summer. I understand she is 3 years, 3 months, and 2 days old. Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you some questions about her behavior, and then you can just tell me if yes, this is typical behavior for Summer, or no, this is not typical behavior for Summer. Okay? So, does Summer show off by repeating rhymes, songs, or dances for others?
Yes, we do that often in the car.
Okay. Does she change from one activity to another when required by teacher or parent?
You know, that's something we're having troubles with, so I would say no.
Okay. Does Summer interact appropriately with others during group games or activities?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
So next, we're going to ask you questions about the adaptive behavior domain. This will measure your child's independence and self-help functioning. Okay, so does your child put on simple clothing independently, like hat or pants?
Yeah, she'd be able to do that.
Okay. And what about independently eating an entire meal with a spoon?
With spoon, I wouldn't say she's there yet.
Okay. And does she wipe her own nose, and does she need to be reminded?
She's pretty good about that. Yeah, she does wipe her own nose.
Okay. Perfect.
The next domain we're going to cover is the communication domain, and this domain measures skills related to sharing ideas, information, and feelings with others, both verbally and non-verbally. There are 2 subdomains, receptive language and expressive language. Today in this video, you'll see us demonstrate the receptive language portion of this domain.
Hi, Summer. Okay, so I want to ask you a couple questions today. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, so first, can you tell me between these 2 objects, which one of these is not blue?
This one.
Good job, Summer. Okay, and then can you hand me the small block? There are 2 blocks here. Can you hand me the small one? Thank you. Great, Summer. And who's wearing a yellow shirt today?
I'm wearing a yellow shirt today.
Great job, Summer.
The next domain is cognitive domain. This domain measures conceptual skills such as memory, purposive planning, decision-making, and discrimination.
All right, Summer. Can you tell me if you're a boy or a girl?
I'm a girl.
Good. And can you count to 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good job. And can you give me 5 blocks, please?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good job.
The physical developmental domain measures motor development. This domain has 2 subdomains, gross motor and fine motor.
All right, Summer, can you walk over here for me?
Yeah.
Good job. Now stand over here, and I'm going to throw this ball at you, and I want you to catch it, okay?
Okay. try.
First, I'm going to show how to score for the physical developmental domain. First, in the previous video, we noted that our child, Summer, is 39 months old based on her chronological age. Based on this subset, since she is 39 months, it falls between the entry point of item 40. So we begin here at item 40. First, we asked Summer to walk up the stairs, alternating feet. She was able to do this, so we moved on. Next, we asked her to swing her arms and legs freely in a cross pattern, and she also was able to do this, so we gave her a 1. Next, we asked her to catch a ball with the straight arm position, and she was unable to do this, so we gave her a 0. We had 3 zeros in a row, so we computed this as the ceiling score. Next, we worked backwards, starting at the entry point. She was unable to walk backwards at least 10 feet, so we gave her a 0. She was also unable to throw a ball overhead, so we also gave her a 0. Then, she was able to walk upstairs with support from the rail, so we gave her a 1. When we had 3 ones in a row, working backwards, this is our basal score. If we had the ceiling and basal score touching, meaning there was no points in between, then our raw score would be 37. In this case, we do have a gap between our basal and ceiling, so our raw score is computed by starting at the end of the basal, 37, and counting each one through the ceiling. In this case, it will be 37 plus 2, so 39 is our raw score. Based on our previous scoring sheet, we noticed that we had a raw score of 39. I went ahead and filled out the rest of the chart for the fine motor subdomain. We were able to calculate the age equivalent, percentile rank, and standard score from the appendices located in the manual. From these descriptive terms below, we were able to notice that Summer is below average for gross motor and poor for fine motor. There is a standard score difference of 3, however, according to this manual, it is not important. Since this domain has 2 subdomains, we have to add the raw scores below as well as the standard scores. From the appendices located in the manual, we are able to note the age equivalent and percentile rank for the overall physical developmental domain. Based on the descriptive terms below, we can note that Summer is below average for her overall physical developmental domain. Finally, we went through and scored each subdomain in each of the domain scoring forms. We transferred all of our data onto our summary sheet here, where you can see all the raw scores, age equivalent, percentile rank, and standard score of each of the 5 subdomains. We calculated the sum of the standard scores and we got 460, and located in the appendices we were able to determine that our standard score for the general developmental index is 88. Based on these descriptive terms below, 88 falls in the below average category, so we have determined that Summer is below average in her development.